Hi, guys. So, yesterday we added transition words into our writing. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to add something called an ellipsis to our writing. Okay. And what an ellipsis is it's when in the middle of a sentence or when you're about to write something really exciting, you put a period, period, period. You put 3 periods in a row. It's called a dot, 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 or an ellipsis. All right. And I'm sure you've seen them before in writing. But there's a ton in this book. So we're going to read another Froggy book today, and we're going to notice all the ellipsis and talk about when authors put them in, and then we're going to add them into our own writing, okay? Froggy's Day with Dad. Here we go. Froggy, called his mother. What? Cried Froggy. Rise and shine, said his mom. It's Father's Day. Hooray, cried Froggy. He hopped out of bed and flopped to the kitchen. Hop, flop, flop. He had been waiting a long time for Father's Day to come. At school, he made a special present, and now he was making breakfast for Dad all by himself. He dropped an egg on his foot. Splat! Oops, said Froggy. Froggy, called his dad. What? What is that funny smell? You'll see, said Froggy. Then he served his dad breakfast in bed. Happy Father's Day, said Froggy. I made it all by my... Oops, it slipped. Splat. Oh, Froggy, said his mom. She scooped it up, and Froggy's dad took a bite. Thanks, Froggy, he said. Those eggshells are sure nice and crunchy. Ugh. I have another surprise for you, said Froggy after breakfast. We're gonna play golf. For Father's Day. It's your favorite game. Well, you're too little to play golf, said Dad. But you're just the right size to play miniature golf. Yippee, said Froggy. Let's go. First, you have to get dressed, silly. Oops, said Froggy, and he flopped back to his room to get dressed. Flop, flop, flop. Zap, zip, zim, zoop, zup, zap. I'm ready, cried Froggy, and his dad leapfrogged all the way to the fun park. Flop, flop, flop. First, cried Froggy, let's ride the bumper boats. Okay, said his dad, and then we'll play golf. Froggy sat on his dad's lap and helped steer. Whip, splash, oof. Hey, this page has 2 transition words like we learned yesterday. It says first and then. They bumped another boat so hard that Froggy bounced up into the air. Whee! Turned a somersault and landed upside down in the boat. Thump. Let's go to the batting cage, cried Froggy. Okay, said his dad, and then we'll play golf. Froggy put on a helmet, zat. Then he wound up and swung. Oops, the bat flew out of his hands. Dot, dot, dot. Look, there's a dot, dot, dot right there. Can you guys see that? Awesome. Oops, the bat flew out of his hands and hit his dad in the foot. Thunk. Okay, so on this page, the author used a dot, dot, dot to just kind of like leave us hanging. Like he said, the bat flew out of his hands and hit his dad in the foot. Now can we play golf? Asked his dad. Golf? Why didn't you say so? Said Froggy. Let's go. So they flopped over to play miniature golf. Flop, flop, flop. At the first hole, Froggy wound up and started to swing. Dot, dot, dot. So he wound up and started to swing. Froggy, yelled his dad. What? You're facing the wrong way. Oops, cried Froggy. I knew that. I don't think he knew that. Froggy turned around, then he wound up and started to swing. Dot, dot. Wait, said his dad. First you have to address the ball. Oh, hello, ball. No, his dad laughed. I mean, stand with your feet apart and place the head of the club behind the ball. Then you swing. Froggy shrugged, then wound up and swung. Bam, bing, boing. The ball bounced off 3 windmill blades. Dot, dot, dot. And landed in the hole. Plop, hole in one, cried Froggy. Holy cow, said Froggy's dad. That was beginner's luck. No way, said Froggy. I'm a pro. After his dad's turn, it took him 9 times to hit the ball in. And Froggy said, nice try, Dad. They flopped to the next hole. Flop, flop, flop. Now watch me, said Froggy, and he wound up and swung. Bam, bing, boing. The ball bounced off 3 towers. Dot, dot, dot. And hit his dad smack in the head. Bonk. It knocked him down. Oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. Thanks, Froggy, groaned his dad, and he rubbed a bump on his head the size of a golf ball. Poor Dad. The rest of the game was really fun, though, especially for Froggy. He dove into a pond beneath a waterfall. Flop, flop, splash. And he came up with 7 balls. And when they got back home, Froggy gave his dad his special Father's Day gift. Happy Father's Day, Dad. His dad tore off the paper. Rip. Wow, a mug, he said. Yep, said Froggy. I painted the letters all by myself. It says, to the best dad I ever had. Thanks, Froggy, said his dad. This is the best gift I ever had. The end. So if you notice, the author, Jonathan London, put in the dot, dot, dots, or what we call an ellipsis, right before he was about to say something really exciting. Okay, so I have chosen an example of a first grader's writing from my class in previous years, and we're going to fix this person's writing today, okay? What we're going to do today is I want you all to add in just 1 dot, dot, dot to a story that you have written, or write a story and include one in it. I think when we teach you things like this, sometimes it's fun to put them all over the place, but they shouldn't be on all the pages of your stories, just occasionally when they fit. Okay, so I'm going to read you this friend's story. I played soccer with my brother in the backyard after school. I was standing right near the goal. Oops, sorry guys. I was standing right near the goal. I kicked the ball and scored. I screamed. I won the game. I smiled. Okay, so I'm going to add in, when you add in your ellipsis or your dot, 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 a great place to add it is right before something really exciting is about to happen. And I personally think the most exciting part of this story is when he scores the goal. Okay, so I played soccer with my brother in the backyard after school. I was standing right near the goal. I kicked the ball and I'm going to add it right here. I kicked the ball and scored. And I'm going to turn this into an exclamation point. Okay, so I want you to try to add an ellipsis into a piece of your writing or write a new piece of writing today and include one in it.